All right, it's time for another video. Another Go Games trade-in video. Checking out all the crazy stuff that came in. Now, it's been a while since we did a video. Kind of busy here. I spent forever working on a Nintendo 64 video. Nobody watched it. That's fine. But also, we had Black Friday. That was a very, very crazy day. I mean, December in general. Very busy here at the store. But don't worry. I know all the fans on the internet out there waiting to see a bunch of games show up like that Naruto game and this My Sims game for the Wii. But yeah, hope everyone's having great holidays. It's Christmas season. Get your hollying and jollying in while you can, obviously. And then get your new year, and then it's another year of whatever life you're living. But yeah. Black Friday was awesome for us. We did a bunch of really cool console bundles. Pretty wild stuff. We broke last year's record, which was awesome. And as always, during this time of year, we get a bunch of games traded in. So that means videos like this coming out. All right, where are we? We're looking at Wii games. And we got some sort of, looks like a government agent My Sim figure of some sort. I've got Wii Music, classic. Wow, Nerf and Strike. Man, you can't show kids with real guns. So we're going to have to go with a Nerf gun instead. But I like how hard the Nerf company tries. Like, that gun clearly looked like a light machine gun from Counter-Strike. And that kid was holding it. Counter Force, what is this? This is a game I've never heard of. It occasionally pops up. Some sort of mech railway shooter. Very interesting. There's so many, and it's pretty cheap too. There's so many interesting games. There's so many video games in general, to be honest with you. And I know I say that I've never heard of this game before, but it is very surprising for me to come across a game that's an IP or title that I've never really heard of, and Counterforce is one of them. And it makes me, every time I see that, I'm like, man, I kind of want to play it because it's something that wasn't even on my radar. Like, I've heard of Wreck-It Ralph, everyone's heard of Disney, Call of Duty, and Just Dance. We've all heard of these games, but Counterforce, who knows what it could be? What is this? Martian? Here we go. Martian Panic. What is this? What could this be? I don't know, because the back is missing. That's fine. Turtles Smash Up game. Turtles game is pretty good, pretty cool. And look at this, Worms Battle Islands. I don't know what this is. It's a Worms game, obviously. There's a Worms game on the Wii. Never played the Worms games. They're a lot of fun. But yeah, it's been a bit since we did a trade-in video. I figured I just got done doing a very long video for the channel. So why not go back to the basics here with this trade-in video, looking at a bunch of old games for systems no one plays anymore. Because that's when the best games are made, like Family Feud there. And there's some pretty good stuff here. This video is older than when you guys are seeing it. I usually record them, have a bunch of them saved up, and then knock them out when I got time. So this is multiple weeks ago was when this stuff came in. So I've already forgotten. I've already forgotten what's here. So we'll see if anything jumps out. Perfect Dark Zero. Awesome game. Very underappreciated, of course. And there's a Perfect Dark game on the N64 as well. Yeah, everyone's crazy for the James Bond GoldenEye 007 game. But for some reason, and I don't know why, Perfect Dark just completely flies under the radar, even though it's the better game. That's what gets me. Perfect Dark is just a better GoldenEye. Uses the expansion pack, runs a lot better. Pretty much took everything from GoldenEye and just made it better. But doesn't have the same appeal. I know, is that the James Bond license? I don't know. Could be. I mean, I think James Bond is a little too old of an IP for someone like me. But hey, if you're around for the Sean Connery era of James Bond, man, or if you go back and watch those movies, Sean Connery is James Bond, right? I think so. I'm fairly certain. Instead of the Daniel Craig era, the more modern era, Casino Royale and stuff, then yeah, GoldenEye probably has a lot of appeal in that regard. I think Casino Royale was probably the last James Bond game James Bond movie I saw. That series really went downhill fast. Pour one out for James Bond movies. We were looking at 360 games. I played a lot of 360. Lost Planet 3. I never played Lost Planet 3, but Lost Planet 2. Very, very good game. And I did a lot of gaming on the 360, man. 360, PS3, that's when they really started amping up the multiplayer in games. It was something you could realistically expect. It was a game to have online multiplayer. I know the PS2 and the original Xbox had it, but the 360 and the PS3, I will always think of as the systems that really got it rolling. PS2, Xbox, they did it, yeah. But PS3 and the Xbox 360, man, that's when it started really getting hot, if you ask me. And that was really paved the way for kind of what modern gaming is these days. You got your Call of Duty's, Madden 17. Look how angry he looks. He looks like he's hitting someone for stealing his toy or something. Sports games. Here we go. What is this? Final Fantasy 15, I think. Classic art style. Such a talented artist. I forget the name of the artist there. Did some of the original art for Final Fantasy 3 and stuff like that. That's such a unique style. You ever wonder what it might be like to be someone that talented of an artist, where you could just draw anything, just look incredible. That guy must get so many commissions for doing all sorts of things. He could, when you're that good of an artist, I feel like you could really do art for anything and succeed, which has got to be every artist's dream, I imagine. But we're looking at the PS4 games now. Find your wife before they find you. Of course. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. What else we got here? Batman. Arkham Knight. What else? Borderlands. Witcher 3. Witcher 3, man. Witcher 3 is a big, big game release for a lot of people. Everyone, kind of like Skyrim was super big release. Witcher 3 was very much the same thing, man. There's some people that had never played a Witcher game, and they picked up Witcher 3 and they're like, oh my god, I might be a gamer now. Witcher 3, great game. L.A. Noire, another fantastic game. Spyro, the trilogy remaster. I mean, there was good games released for this era, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, give me that Break Force or whatever Wii mech game. I already forgot the name of the game. That mech game we looked at earlier. I don't even remember it anymore. God of War. New one came out recently. I still don't. I've never played the new God of Wars, but I don't know, man. It's hard for me to imagine them redoing those games in the style that they did. I can never see. Listen, when you played God of War 1 and 2 and you've massacred as many enemies as Kratos did in those games, it seems hard to go into these newer God of War games where you're trying to be a dad or something. I don't know if I'm ready for it. Feels like a midlife crisis or something. It's all right, God of War, you used to be this badass, but now we need you to be part of this heavily cinematic game. And we're in the PS3 games. Here we go. I played a lot of PS3. Don't worry, PS3 fans. I'll point out the good ones for you. The Transformers game, that's a good one. And this Batman game, it's also pretty good. Awesome stuff. Hard to go wrong. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, both really good. I think Asylum's better. And what else here? Enslaved. Never played it. Okay, that's a platinum game right there. Def Jam Rap Star. You can't go wrong. God of War Ascension. See, even the PS3 God of War games were very different. Metal Gear Solid 5. MGS5 was pretty fun, but I think 4 or 5 aren't as liked by fans. But 5, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty fun. I'm a pretty simple I have very simple tastes in games. Running around free world, capturing your own scientists like you do in Metal Gear Solid 5. That's all I really need. Here's Rock Band. We've got Killzone 3. Amazing series of shooters right here. Killzone was a very, very big shooter franchise for the PlayStation. And I don't know if we ever got a Killzone 4, man. And then The Last of Us. Last of Us was a huge, huge success. They're even doing a movie now, I think. I think they're doing a Last of Us movie, which honestly doesn't... It's like full circle, dude. I remember Last of Us getting criticized for being too much of a movie, feeling not so much like an action game, which I know it's not supposed to be an action game, but lacking action that you would normally find in a game. And now, now it is becoming a movie. That's just funny. I mean, Uncharted became a movie, much to our demise. I think the Uncharted movie did so terrible, people just have already just wiped it from their minds. Like, people were excited for like 10 seconds that it might be good, and then reality set in. I've never seen the movie, but I've heard nothing but bad about it. Heavy Rain, this is a fun game, pretty unique game. You're investigating murder mysteries, stuff like that. But yeah, these old games, man, I love them. They're fun stuff. BioShock, great, awesome game. BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite, all very awesome games. NBA Jam here. I mean, I didn't even know this. I didn't even know they did a remake for NBA Jam. And I like the cartoonish art style they went with. So I'd have to give that game a try as well. Harry Potter. Rock Band 2. What else we got here? Any more PS3 games? God of War Collection. And Tekken 6. Tekken, man. That's a very popular fighting game series. Which, I mean, it's easy to see why. So many different characters. Very high quality animation. It's a very old series, too. We got some Dreamcast PS1 games here, though. Pretty awesome, exciting stuff. Tony Hawk Pro Skater for the Dreamcast. That's awesome to see. This game. Skateboarding. MTV skateboarding. This is that classic joke where it's like, you wanted Tony Hawk, right? You wanted that skateboarding game? And you get MTV skateboarders instead of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I'd be upset. You know, what is this? This is Spawn for the original PlayStation. Got those classic PlayStation 1 graphics that I love. I love the old school design of the PlayStation 1, man. It's good times, really. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Another fantastic game. Is this PlayStation or Dreamcast, though? We'll find out. I kind of missed it. We may never know. This is Dreamcast. Okay. And we got the Silent Hill. Well, this cover is very, very faded. But it's still Silent Hill. Still works. But that manual has like seen some serious water damage. I think somebody fished that Silent Hill manual right out of the swamp or something. Very unfortunate. But that's just how it is. Agents of Mayhem. Awesome stuff. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. We're on Xbox One. Agents of Mayhem looked like a very fun game. But it wasn't Saints Row, so nobody bought it. And everybody complained that it wasn't Saints Row. I guess that's the negative of... There's a lesson to be learned here. If you become famous for a certain game, and you try to make a game that isn't that game, prepare for suffering. The Agents of Chaos or whatever seemed really interesting. You set in the Saints Row universe, of course, but you kind of control different characters and you swap between them instantly. They all have different powers and different guns. Kind of like a hero shooter like Overwatch, but single player and like still open world like Grand Theft Auto. It's probably the best way I could describe it. And we're into original Xbox. Here we go. Republic Commando, Halo, Shrek Party, Republic Commando. This was a really awesome game. First-person shooter Star Wars game based upon the Republic Commandos, basically. The Republic Troopers. And you have these AI teammates you can control. Very squad-based gameplay. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Really cool concept, honestly, to be like kind of like a SWAT team game, but it takes place in the Star Wars worlds. Oh god, what is this abomination? Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure. Simba is skateboarding. God. Woody is skateboarding. Timon and Pumbaa is skateboarding. Wow. This looks awful. Man. But that's what I'm talking about. Some games look so awful and forbidden. It's like, I just gotta know, man. I just gotta see it. I gotta see it to believe it. Like Lego Island Extreme Stunts. It seems incredible. Why wouldn't you want to play it? I mean, come on. Be Pepper the Stuntman hero. Gladly. I will gladly be that. Is he surfing on a pizza? I think I saw that. Anyway, Soul Reaver 2. Awesome game. Soul Reaver series, Legacy of Kain. They're all great games, and you should play them. And they will forever be underrated. NBA Street Volume 3. Contra Shattered Soldier. Another awesome PS2 game. Look at this. The ultimate run and gun shooter is here. Nice. I like it. Good stuff. Very tough game. But a really good one. Final Fantasy X 2. What we got here? DreamWorks Flushed Away. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Wow. The Dragon Ball Z titles just get longer and longer, man. This is gonna need like a I don't even know. I'm gonna need the Dewey Decimal System just to navigate the case for one of these games. Orphan Sign of Sorcery. I played this game, man. This was the first PS2 game I ever played. And I absolutely loved this game, dude. This game was like so cool to me. I couldn't believe it. The concept of like you played the game multiple times and chose different paths and got to go on different adventures, have different party members, was so cool to me at the time. I beat all the games. I beat all the paths. And I had a lot of fun. That was a good memory of a PS2 game. I played that. I played the original Summoner for the PS2. Another great game. It was good times, man. Good times. Let's see. Splinter Cell, Kessen 3. But yeah. Hopefully you guys are having a good Christmas holiday season. The channel's been doing pretty well. I don't know what's going on here. I was going to make like a 250 subscriber video celebration, and then it ticked up to 300. I'm like, what? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening with the channel, but cool to see people watching these videos, subscribing. And hey, if you ever want to see something in particular, let us know. We have a whole store full of stuff that we could show you guys. And I like to talk about old games. I could show off a whole bunch of regular Nintendo games. We have complete and box games. We used to have a lot more sealed games, but we sold a bunch of them this Christmas, which was awesome. Some guy came in and wanted to buy them all up, so we sold them to him. Sold a whole bunch of sealed PS2, sealed PS3, sealed 360 games. We still got a bunch because we just have a ton of it. But yeah. What are we looking at here? Switch games. Oh my god. I should do a Switch game video. We have ordered so many brand new Switch games for our store. It's insane. We legitimately have the best selection of Switch games in Brevard County. In Brevard County, Florida, Mare Island, Florida, you will not find a store that has more games than we do for the Nintendo Switch. It's just not going to happen. Not GameStop, not any other competing store, not Walmart. Only us. Only us. Grabbing a drink here. All right. Wii U. and the Super Mario Odyssey Traveler's Guide Edition. Let's see, Wii U. Wii U, man. I'm surprised no one bought the Wii U. I don't know. This is weird. People were crazy about the Wii. And then the Wii U came out and people were like, you know. I don't know. I don't think Nintendo expected the Switch to be as successful as it was. Especially after the Wii U. The Wii U did so amazingly well. And then the Nintendo Switch comes out. Or no, the Wii U did terrible. I'm sorry. The Wii U did terrible. And then the Switch comes out. And it's just a complete freaking home run. And on top of that, Xbox and Sony can't even... They can't do anything. They can't get their systems out. People are finally buying PS5s, but they spent like the last 2 years not being able to buy them. It's absurd. And honestly, I still don't know what is even on the PS5 that people want at this point. I honestly don't know. Super Mario Maker, Mario Party 10, Lego Jurassic World, Breath of the Wild. That's why you stick with old games. That's why you got to get in the PS2, PS3, 360. Breath of the Wild here. A game I still haven't played. I still haven't really played Breath of the Wild. People are like calling it the second coming of Christ, though, with how much praise they leverage onto the game. Yoshi's Woolly World. What else here? The Lego Movie, of course. And we've got some GameCube stuff here, which is all exciting. We got this, the original Animal Crossing. I guarantee you this thing's already sold. People are crazy for Animal Crossing, dude. They need the Animal Crossing more than you can realize. And the GameCube game, anytime we get it in, it's basically instantaneously sold. Yu-Gi-Oh! Here's another great series. I wish I was more into Yu-Gi-Oh! Though, because there's so many card games, and I really like video game card games, or video games that are basically card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know what it is. I like building decks and stuff like that, and those games let you do it without the hassle of having to have friends, basically. Metroid Prime there was great. Sonic Mega Collection. What else got here? Lord of the Rings. Return of the King. Lord of the Rings games, man. There's a lot of good ones. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2. Here we go. This guy's fending off a pack of wolves, dude. That's hardcore. Look at these animals. The guy's getting chased by a polar bear in the back. That is a dangerous hunt, dude. How could that game's gotta be good, dude. I mean, how could you look? That's what I'm talking about. People are gonna say Cabela's Dangerous Hunt's a bad game, but look at that box art. I've never been so enticed to play a video game ever than seeing that like guy getting chased by a polar bear. It looks hilariously amazing. It's gotta be like just endlessly entertaining to actually sit down and play that game. Sonic Adventure DX for the GameCube. Pretty cool stuff. This is a game I played a bunch when I was younger. I remember getting on the Dreamcast and beating the game with all the characters. I loved it. I like games that do that, where there's kind of like multiple smaller campaigns of different characters doing different things around the world. I tend to enjoy games like that, or games with multiple paths and stuff like that. I don't know what it is, but I like games that let you see what's going on from different angles, I guess. And here we got a DS GBA. I don't know what these are. Anything good? Star Wars: The New Droid Army for the Game Boy Advance. Lego Star Wars, a video game. What else have we got here? Ozzy and Drix. God damn it. That's a Donkey Kong. I know that. The Flintstones. Oh, God. I forgot there was a Flintstones movie. I think there was a Flintstones 2 movie as well. Man. Yeah, that's... The Flintstones movie, that is like forbidden media, dude. It's like one of those things that you don't want to believe exists, but it's out there. I'm telling you. The Flintstones movie is it could be on your shelf right now for all you know. You might have purchased it many decades ago thinking it was neat, and you know what? You were wrong. Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's see. Sean, I don't even know what that was. Sean Palmer snowboarding or something. Diddy Kong Racing DS. That keeps coming in. I don't know what's going on. And Harry Potter. Okay. And the better games are separated into this other stack. So we're going to go ahead and look at them. We got some GBA video games, which are pretty cool. Apparently some of these are very expensive. I didn't think a Game Boy Advance video, it's not even a game. It's something you watch, can be valuable. Like this one has Shrek and Shark Tale. That seems absurd. to put multiple movies on a Game Boy Advance. I don't know if you can. That sounds like evil technology. Dragon Ball Z, Supersonic Warriors, and Legend of Zelda 4 Swords. Anyway. Oh yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. Be sure to check out the rest of the channel. Come to our store in Merritt Island, Florida. Until next time, peace out.